You look at the side door open, we're open, and we have chips.
With no business still standing, Kotero Chips Factory, once a Saimin stand, is as saturated in oil as it is in history.
Every Friday, Saturday night, we know what our dinner was. Saimin, we come right here.
That's Stanley Sakota.
I gotta take out this one away.
Friend, storyteller, with as much flavor as the chips in hand.
This, I call it my vitamin B. And this right here is my vitamin C.
To Sakota, hanapepe is home. His sleepy little town hidden from the highway, once shy to the spotlight, now with a different shade starting to shine.
The Hawaiian ones we have up in the front over here.
That makes, okay.
Do our best to provide for what people want.
Ed and Cynthia Justice opened the Talk Story bookstore 10 years ago in what used to be Yoshiura General Market.
It survived multiple hurricanes. It's still standing thanks to the termites, probably.
Yes, and we've been the first successful business since they closed.
A balance between old and new, now the heartbeat of hanapepe.
It still really has a feel of the Kauai I remember.
Just like Ed and Cynthia, artist and business owner Joanna Caroline has thrived through the spirit of the past. Outside her Banana Patch studio, pictures of old. Grant money funding other pictures elsewhere, conjuring up the stories this town has to tell.
It wasn't a plantation town, so it was originally sort of entrepreneurs.
In the early days, innovative Hawaiians harvested salt from nearby ponds. Then, independent Asian workers set up shop and built bridges, the swinging bridge still a famous landmark. At the time, it was one of only a few places not controlled by plantations, and in 1924, the tiny town made big news. At least 16 were shot dead in the Hanapepe massacre as Asian workers challenged others to maintain their independence. By World War II, soldiers and sailors were flooding into the main hub, Port Allen, boosting business in town.
The USO Club, the United Officers Club, was next door. This was a pool hall.
In Hanapepe, we used to have 2 theaters.
Locals Clayton Ueno and Stephen Kurokawa.
When we were young, we'd be riding up the road, the highway, and then you see all the merchant marines walking down to town because this is where all the bars were. We had 7 bars and 7 churches in the town.
The town will evolve as it has over the years.
Again and again, dying down in the 70s, reawakening in recent years, but at its own pace, in its own way.
This is something that will be going up at the end of the summer.
We went from just selling jewelry, now we have anything from a hot dog to jewelry to ni-hao shells.
Lunchtime on a weekday, slow to relatively busy around here, but come Friday night, this town comes alive.
Art galleries in and out, bakeries, food trucks.
Yes, having fun.
The quirky shades of this town in Technicolor.
Celeste.
Celeste is the store cat, or rather, we call her the boss. I mean, if you walk around on a Friday night, hanapepe is the essence of entrepreneurialism. I mean,
Yes.
This is it.
Like me, I like the quiet life.
Despite a new chapter for this town, what he craves is helping to keep hanapepe special. At its own pace, in its own way.
What do you want them to know about hanapepe town? What do you want?
Just come and buy chips. No.
Okay, Stanley, we will. In Kauai's biggest little town, Laura Yamada, KITV4 News.